Yusuf?
Mate, obviously important to break your duck after 3 games. You don't want to leave New Zealand without a win.
No, of course we want to win. You want to win every single game, mate. I thought last week we really turned up defensively. I thought we was under the pump there for a bit, and I thought it was a really physical game. And I thought our middles did a very good job in terms of we've holding some of the pressure we was put under. But I think it's no secret we probably haven't scored too many points in the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty low scoring affairs. So a few execution things, but I think the foundations of good teams are built off the back of defence, and I thought the last couple of weeks has been really good effort defensively.
Can players speed up a game, or is it down to the ref?
Oh mate, a lot of it's down to the ref. I think the players can speed up a game, but you can only get up as quick as someone will let you up as well. So it's got to be down to the refs too to try and see that and spot. They're not going to get everything right, and I always say that about the referees. They're under a lot of pressure, but I think it was commented on by a fair few people that the game was pretty slow last week, and there was a fair bit of lying down going on. We've all played rugby now for a long time. You know yourself when you're in a dominant position and when you've won that tackle with a carry or whatnot. And I think it was just probably a bit of a slower game in these probably last week, and maybe a little bit the week before too. A little bit of a scrappy ruck. Whether that's with it being one ref, I'm not too sure. But I know being used to 2 refs, it certainly helps when you've got one in your ear telling you to move and get the game flowing.
Mate, do results determine whether the return of Great Britain has been a success or not, or is it other factors that determine?
Oh, the factors, mate. We're building here. We've got a great squad, and of course we want to win every single game. That goes without being said. But we're building for the future, and I thought, as I said, the sign of a good team is being a good defensive team. You see all the best teams that win competitions, they're always a good defensive side, and we've not leaked too many points. There's a bit of tweaking that we need to do in attack to get some things right and execute a little bit better. But our foundations in terms of our defence have been very good. We haven't been blown away by anybody, so that's a really good starting point for us. But we're in a professional sport, and we're all professional athletes, and we all want to win every single game. So it's obviously been disappointing not to get those wins, but we know where we're headed.
Going back to England, the Ashes dates and venues were announced yesterday. Are the players all buzzing about that?
Oh, we've probably not thought too much about that. We've obviously seen it, and it's obviously something that's that if you're selected, you're obviously very excited to play, and it's always an honour to represent your country. But we're just concentrating on as you can imagine, concentrating on this week more than future fixtures.
Apologies, a late arrival. Apologies if you've already covered it. The key work on this week, what's it been this week building?
Look, just a few execution areas. We as I just touched on earlier, just before you got here, mate, we said we've been good defensively. We've not leaked many points, and we've been really resilient, especially on our own goal line. But it's no secret we haven't scored a lot of points the last couple of weeks. So just a few execution areas that we need to get right, mate. And when you've only played one game in 12 months with each other, and only second game on the weekend, we're not going to flow straight away. We're building things, and I thought it was a lot better execution-wise on the weekend and completions than we was against Tonga. And hopefully again tomorrow we're the same again. We go a little step in the right direction again, and obviously we want to go out there and get the win.
So a good clean week this week. It's been a good week.
Yeah, really good week, mate. Everyone's bounced up from the game really well. We obviously had an injury with Hawley, but other than that, everyone's been really jumping around at training and full of energy, and that's what you need. It's always a great camp here. The staff and the RFL and everyone involved with the squad here do a fantastic job of making it a really enjoyable camp, and that's what you need when you're around a group of blokes and you've got some free time on your hands and you're all away from your families. It needs to be an enjoyable place to be, and they do a really good job of that, and Wayne's a really big driver of that too.
Mate, rugby league being spoken about in places this morning where it's not normally spoken about because of Sonny Bill. What are your thoughts on that news?
Yeah, it's great. I think it's great for the game, mate. We Toronto are obviously a team from Canada that's trying to grow the game over there and trying to spread the name, and if they can get someone like Sonny Bill, not only for his rugby league talents but just for his image and what he brings to the game in terms of fans and people from other codes, it's obviously going to spread the name of rugby league and spread the name of Toronto around the game a bit. So I think it's a really smart signing from them to get someone like that to try and grow it. And we all want the game to be as strong as possible, and whether it be internationally or club level or all over the world, we need to push it as much as we can. So